So this is the last video. I actually thought I was done already, but I realized I didn't put it in the floor. So I'm gonna demonstrate that right now. First you need to open the floor image, flooring.jpg, and then you can arrange the windows so that they tile horizontally. That way you can see the floor image and also your living room image. Let's see. There we go. And we're going to use the clone stamp tool, which is like what it sounds, it clones. So basically, oh, Photoshop could not use the clone stamp because it's not been defined. Okay. If that message comes up, it means you accidentally clicked, but you haven't sampled your image that you want to clone yet. So in order to use the clone stamp, I first, let's see. Oh yes, okay, so grab my clone stamp, and then I first need to sample the area that I want to clone. So in this case, it's the floor. Let me make my brush smaller. Okay, and what happens is right now, it's just a circle, but if I hold down Alt or Option, it turns into a target. And that's the starting point, and I want to sample it from the very farthest corner of this image, so that when I start painting on the other image, and you need to click on it to make it active, and then watch this. It's cloning the stamp onto the floor layer. Oh yes, did I mention, make sure you are on your flooring layer, which I didn't actually name, flooring. You remember in the very first step, we made a copy. Let's see, if I hit Alt, yes, if I hit Alt and click on the little eyeball of the flooring layer, then it hides everything else. So I can just double check that I'm on the right layer. Now the one issue that the book didn't seem very clear about is that if you keep painting, you're going to paint over the whole layer, and that's not the goal. So I think they just missed a step, unless I misread it. Basically, you need to first hit Control on your keyboard and then click on the flooring thumbnail to select it, to make it active. Now, if you paint with your clone tool, it will stay within the selection. And that is the desired look I'm going for. And that's it. It's done. You can close your flooring image and then deselect. That's Control D or Command D on a Mac. And the image is all finished. Oh yeah, and there's another way. You don't have to use your clone stamp tool. Clone stamp tool, yes. They just wanted to show it off. There's several ways to do this, and I actually did it differently the first time, so I'm going to show you guys. If I open my, oops, first let me just undo what I did. Control Alt Z, Control Alt Z, Control Alt Z. Back to the beginning. Okay, so I got my flooring layer, and then what I did, file open. Okay, view, arrange, tile horizontally, and then I just dragged this layer into my, I dragged the flooring image into my living room. Actually, let me deselect first, Control D, and then moved the floor in place just right above my flooring layer. And then what I did was I hit, hold on one second, I want to see where it is. Okay, there. Make sure, I just hit Control D to get the bounding box, so or Control T for transform. Not that I'm going to transform it, I just want to see where the edges of the image were, because it goes beyond my image. And then if I hit Control and click on the thumbnail of the carpet underneath, and then I go up and click on the other layer, my flooring layer, the wood floor. I'm going to say wood floor to distinguish it. And then I go select, which one is it? Oh yes, it is select inverse, and then I go